is time now for the Peter Channel New News Report for this Monday, December 15th, 2014. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here on your New News at 9. Here on our top story here at 12 noon. Here is Australian police stormed the cafe where a self-styled Muslim cleric had been holding hostages early Tuesday for 16 hours and requested that it shut down Central City for 16 hours. Last week, Senator Elizabeth Warren warned that the House of Representatives is about to show us the worst of the government for the rich and powerful. Fighters lost, but at least someone's fighting. In Manila, Philippines, Philippine government and prosecutors charged a detained U.S. Marine with murder on Monday and the killing of a Filipina transgender woman and reunited between the military allies over the custody of American military personnel. Lima climate talks ended in a deal leaders hope will spur global action on climate change and as nations raise $10 billion to finance clean energy across the globe as Congress made its first major foray into the end of the U.S. oil exports ban. Adrian Peterson's dispute with the NFL has landed in a federal court. It's expected that NFL Players Association filed a lawsuit on Monday on behalf of Peterson in the U.S. District Court. One actor group, Guardians of Peace, leaked the 8th catch of the fouls on Sunday afternoon. They included a message to Sony Pictures Entertainment staffers. In Izmit, Turkey, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan on Monday defended weekend raids on media outlets close to U.S.-based Muslim clerics as a necessary response to dirty operations by the government's political enemies and a total critical one. Secretary of State John Kerry met Monday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as a U.S. and Israel developer in response to a draft UN. On the news talk shows, everyone is talking about torture, mostly defending the Bush administration's historical actions after the 9/11 attacks. Hong Kong Chief Executive Leung Chun-ying yesterday declared an end to the movement. 11 hours to 11 weeks of sit-in protests by pro-democracy demonstrators after police cleared the last remaining camp and arrested a handful of peaceful protesters. At least 4 people are dead after shootings in 3 communities near Philadelphia and what a law enforcement official with knowledge of the investigation is saying it appears to be a domestic dispute. It's been 2 years since Nicole Hockley's son was murdered by Adam Lenza, the 20-year-old gunman who stormed into Sandy Hook Elementary School days before Christmas and killed 20 young children, 6 adults, school employees, and his own mother. Angelo was 44 when he died of old age on Sunday at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, California. He was a northern white rhinoceros that faces on the brink of extinction. The U.S. Supreme Court has declined to weigh in on a controversial Arizona law that would have restricted medication abortions. Planned Parenthood in Arizona and Tucson Women's Center filed a federal lawsuit alleging the law wasn't intended to protect it. In Washington, the gauge of confidence among home builders ticked lower in December, but remained close to a 9-year high reached 3 months ago, a sign that home builders are optimistic about the market for single-family homes. United States markets moved lower at midday on Monday as the market came off at its worst loss in 2 months last week. The ruble hit a record low against the dollar as weaker oil prices kept up the pressure on Russia's slowing economy. In Washington, U.S. manufacturing output recorded its largest increase in the 9 months in November as production expanded across the board, pointing to an underlying strengthening the economy. Thoma Bravo LLC and the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan said they would buy the network equipment maker Riverbed Technology for $3.6 billion just over a year after the company's biggest shareholders started to retain for a sale. And good news, the people who are filling up the gas in the Bay State as Massachusetts gas prices are dropping to $2.68 a gallon. Sony issued its first school to the South, looking to buy its retro 20th anniversary PlayStation 4 this afternoon, but the website built for it seemed to be broken, leaving those wanting to get hold of the limited edition console frustrated. By the end of the newsroom, Sorkin's ambitious show proves to be more good than that. With flashbacks and plenty as the newsroom aired its final episode. Spelman College, the historically black women's college in Atlanta, Georgia, has decided to distance itself from comedian Bill Cosby to break up numerous allegations that he sexually assaulted and drugged women over several decades. The Battle Which hits U.S. theaters on December 17th as the final movie in the film trilogy based on J.R.R. Tolkien's book, The Hobbit. Emma Almaden is a perfect choice for 2014's Most Fascinating Person by Barbara Walters. Taylor Swift's birthday party reveled any major holiday event in Hollywood as the singer turned 25 on Saturday, celebrated with a bash attended by a who's who of 8 listeners, including Jay-Z and Beyonce, Sam Smith, Justin Timberlake, and Selena Gomez. A rescued California brown pelican shows off its lucky teeth. As Friday was a big day for bird lovers, as 23 new papers revealed all kinds of scientific information about the animals, ranging from how they learned to sing. E-cigarettes may attract those young people who wouldn't originally go for regular cigarettes. A new study suggests that thereby expanding the number of youth exposed to addicted to nicotine. Ebola has killed 1,200 children, and those who remain are possessed by the villages because of the fears of the disease. A little girl in Sierra Leone has found herself in an orphan home. An Ebola-stricken nation after her family died of the disease. Take a look at the stock market reports here at 12:05. Here, Dow Jones closed 17,170.47, down 110.36. SP 1988.45, down 33.88. Nasdaq 4604.82, down 48.77. Asian markets, Nikkei 17099.40, down 272.18. Shanghai 2953.66, up 15.48. HSI 23027.85, down 221.35. European markets, DAX 9334.01, down 260.72. FTSE 6182.72, down 117.91. CAC 40 4,005.38, down 103.55. Oil markets, 56.19, down $1.62. Brent, 61.06, down 79 cents. And natural gas, 3.785, down 1 cent. In the gold markets, 1217.30, down 5.20. Silver, 16.89, down 0.167 thousand a point. And copper, 2.8845, down 495 thousand a point. In the US 10 yield, 2.0991%, down 4,000 a point. German 10 yield, 0.624%, down 4,000 a point. And Germany's 10-year yield 0.38%, up 3,000 a point. In the FX, European US dollar jumped 1.2462, up 3,000 a point. US dollar Germany's yen 117.93, down 84 cents, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5651, down 7,000 a point. Let's take a look at New England alerts here at 12:06. In Lawrence, Massachusetts, a Lawrence Police Department BOLO for a green 1998 Toyota Camry, Massachusetts, license plate 1KT173. Vehicle stolen was carjacked at gunpoint in the city yesterday at 7 o'clock in the morning here. Take a look at Spots News here at 12:07. The Philadelphia Eagles are about to get hosed, and if not the Eagles, then the Detroit Lions, and not Lions, then one of the other teams is far superior to whatever they're directing the NFC South will spill for the NFL playoffs. And Marcus Mariota has a chance to break 4 Heisman Trophy records. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Philadelphia taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Game time 7 o'clock. And the Norton Lancers boys hockey team will begin their regular season at Foxborough Sports Center at 6:20 p.m. against the Dayton Rehoboth Falcons. Peter Channel News time is now 12:07 here on this Monday afternoon here, and let's take a look at the traffic situation here at 12:07 here. And smooth sailing the 9 west by west of New England here. Peter Channel News time is now 12:08. Time now for a weather report here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:08. 42 degrees at temperature where first guys. At a dew point about 28 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 below Celsius. Humidity 58%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.03 inches and visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Okay, our current conditions here in Render region here. It is 39 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston. It's 41 in Fitchburg, 38 in Bedford, 39 in Boston, 40 in Beverly, 38 in Gloucester and Haverhill. It's 36 in Worcester, 37 in Sturbridge, 40 in Milford, 36 in Webster, 39 in Norwood, 41 in Taunton, 40 in New Bedford. It's 39 in Plymouth, 39 in Provincetown and Falmouth and in Cape Cod. Bay's got 38, 39 in Chatham, 40 in Marksville and Nantucket. It's 37 in Block Island. It's 40 in Westerly. It's 37 in Smithfield, 44 in New York City, 42 in Islip, 40 in Montauk, 39 in Long Island Sound. It's 43 in Bridgeport, 40 in New Haven. It's 40 in Denver, 37 in Waterbury, 40 in Meriden, 42 in Hartford and Windsor, Connecticut. It's 41 in Springfield. It's 30 in Greenfield, 36 in Fall, 32 in Northampton, 31 in Pittsfield, 35 in Albany, New York. It's 35 in Saratoga Springs, 30 in Rutland, Vermont, 32 in Bennington, 33 in Belfort, Vermont. It's 34 in Keenan, Devon, Hampshire, 34 in Concord, Hampshire, 36 in Laconia, Hampshire, 36 in Manchester, Hampshire, 38 in Nashville, Hampshire. It's 35 in Portsmouth, Hampshire, and it's 39 up in Portland, Maine. Here, take a look at the map situation. It shows a pink front stretching off the Southern British Columbia coastline, stretching down to the Washington, Oregon, and Northern California coastlines. Clouded to a warm front stretching down to the California coastline and the cold front off the California coastline. Here, And we got Sage front from Wyoming, stretching it down to Colorado, and a cold front from northern New Mexico, stretching it down western Texas, western Oklahoma, stretching it down from Kansas, eastern Nebraska, up into Minnesota, up in Ontario. You got a warm front down for Ontario, and down for New York City, a cold front from New Jersey, curving out to sea. And it got a cold front down for Texas and Oklahoma, pink front down for western Missouri, and a warm front from Arizona, stretching it in for Mississippi. Here. Okay, we got a high pressure in southwestern Alberta, north central Montana, Four Corner region, and off the Baja California coastline, and up in the northern Florida and western Virginia and upstate New York. While we get some low pressure in northern Ontario and western Kansas City and western Missouri. Here, 46 degrees at temperature right now here in Detroit. It's 41 out in Pittsburgh, 48 out in Washington, D.C., 55 in Richmond, Virginia. It's 38 out in Atlanta, Georgia, 72 in Miami, Florida, and Brownsville, Texas. It's 54 in Dallas, Texas, 51 in Kansas City, 50 in St. Louis, 45 in Chicago, 43 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 24 in Billings, Montana, 15 in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 53 out in San Francisco, 50 in Los Angeles, 30 in Las Vegas, 26 in Salt Lake City, 27 out in Denver, 30 in Albuquerque, 42 in El Paso, Texas, and 50 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Here. Okay, take a look at a radar situation here, and it shows some snow and sleet showers around eastern Quebec and eastern New Brunswick, and down the central portions of Nova Scotia here with 25 degrees around Quebec City, Quebec. Snow showers western portions of Prince Edward, some rain showers off southeastern portions of Newfoundland there. And we're seeing some rain and sleet and snow showers around northeastern Ontario, and rain showers around northern Ontario, and lines of rain showers with west central portions of Michigan, UP and Michigan, central UP and Michigan, and eastern UP and Michigan, and off northern Michigan here. And a line of rain showers stretching from eastern Minnesota and Iowa, stretching it down for southwestern Wisconsin, down for Illinois, down for western Kentucky and Tennessee, and down for Mississippi, down for Louisiana, and east central portions of Texas, while seeing some sleet and snow around southwestern Minnesota, down for southeastern Nebraska, down for southeastern North Dakota, down for South Dakota, down for Nebraska, down for southeastern Wyoming, down for northeastern Colorado, southern portion of Colorado, and west central portion of Wyoming here. And this is ferocious lines of thunderstorms around Tennessee, east of Memphis, Tennessee here. So it's the Beach Bluff, Lexington, Reagan, Morris Chapel, Savannah, Shiloh, Nixon, Counts, Beth Springs, Sugar Tree, and Hurricane Mills in west central Tennessee are getting lots of heavy rain, showers, and thunderstorms there. So if you're in that area, expect lots of rain with this system here. And we're seeing another line of rain showers off the west northern California, stretching up to western Oregon, and line of rain showers off the western Washington down for southwestern portions of British Columbia here. Sleet and snow around east central portions of California, stretching the northwestern portion of Nevada here. And rain showers in south central portion of Nevada, and rain showers in east central portions of California here. And take a look at some rain showers around the southeastern portion of Alaska here. Okay, take a look at our satellite loop, and show some clouds around Mississippi and Alabama, stretching it in through western Kentucky and Tennessee, and up into the western Great Lakes, and covering around the Dakotas, and it's stretching out of Nebraska, and a line of clouds from Montana, Wyoming, and down for Colorado, and a line of clouds covering much of California and Nevada, and up in Oregon, and western Washington, and up in British Columbia here. Spotty clouds around Wyoming, and down for Colorado here. Okay, let us take a look at our forecast discussion around the country. Here shows some swap of accumulated snow is expected to wrap up storm system trickling across the south United States, and a much needed wet period will continue for drought-stricken California. As a wrapped up surface low spinning over the south central United States will take a steady track for the middle Mississippi Valley on Monday before lifting to the Great Lakes on Tuesday morning. Words are being pulled from the Gulf of Mexico will feel moderate to heavy rains will have prepared thunderstorms ahead of its trailing cold front pushing eastward from the Mississippi Valley to the Appalachians on the backside of the system. Temperatures will be low enough to support some snow within the northwestern edge of the precipitation shield. As a swath of light to moderate accumulation is expected from the central plains to the upper Midwest, as a narrow axis of sleet and freezing rain will be possible for the southeast of the accumulated snow, and the wintry mix are also possible once precipitation spreads eastward to the northern Appalachians on Tuesday evening. A series of Pacific systems moving on to allow the much needed wet period to continue for drought-stricken California, as precipitation totals will not be record-breaking like the event late last week, but the surges of moisture with each approaching system should produce periods of moderate heavy rains. Also, beneficial snowfalls accumulations are expected to pile up along the Sierra Nevada range. Here, And take a look at the forecast discussion around the region here. High pressure will sweep across the region today and tonight, driving states of weather prevails as a brief period of wet weather is anticipated Tuesday and Wednesday as an area of low pressure swings front the region and high pressure from the plains then builds over New England late in the weekend as storm develops over the Gulf of Mexico Friday and moves in the East Coast during the weekend as it has the potential to bring some rain and snow to New England on Saturday night and Sunday. But confidence is very low at a near term until 6 p.m. this evening, 10 a.m. update. Much of cloud cover over the western hills of the Lower Connecticut Valley has eroded as of 10 a.m. as while mostly cloudy skies liquid over the far western Massachusetts Outer Cape, and since the bow rain status has trended a bit further south midwest, laying on to the mostly cloudy skies in a few hours to go over the Outer Cape, otherwise only minor changes are made to the forecast here. And take a look at the weather notes there, and it is showing that it is warmer start to this week, clouds tomorrow, and Wednesday, Thursday will be a wintry mix there. And today's high is going to see 42 for Boston, 40 for Worcester, 43 for Hartford, 36 for Albany, New York. It's 34 in Rutland, 37 in Concord, Hampshire, 40 in Portland, Maine. So, I'm predicted today's highs around the region, and we will see a temperature range of 34 to 43 degrees for much of the region here, with the 40s for much of eastern Massachusetts to the 30s and upstate New York, Vermont, and up in New Hampshire, and the northern and western portions of Massachusetts and Berkshires here. Our bonds will be in the 40s for much of the eastern Maine, southeastern New Hampshire, and much of eastern and central and southwestern Massachusetts, and much of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and some New York, down Kingston, and New York City. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For today, we are going to see some... Alright, today, we're going to see some sunny skies this afternoon with a high around 44 degrees, not with about 5 miles coming calm. Tonight, increased clouds with a low in 31 degrees, calm wind. Tuesday, slight chance of drizzle before 1 p.m. The chance of showers mainly after 4 p.m. Mostly clouds got high around 45 degrees and a lot of variable wind. Chance of precipitation 30%. Tuesday night, rain likely mainly between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Punch before 8 p.m. and otherwise clouds got with a low in 38 degrees. Northeast wind about 5 miles per hour becoming lighter variable. After midnight, chance of precipitation 6%. New Pacific miles between a 10 and a quarter an inch possible. But Wednesday, a chance of rain mainly before 10 a.m. Mostly clouds got high around 48 degrees and calm wind becoming westbound 5 to 7 miles per hour in the morning, anticipation 30%. With that, podcast got low about 32 degrees. Thursday, podcast got about 40 low about 29 degrees. Friday, most of the got about 40 low about 27 degrees. For Saturday, sun's got about 40 degrees. Saturday night, chance of snow, showers asleep. Most of the got low about 31 degrees, anticipation 30%. And for Sunday, chance of rain, showers, snow showers, freezing rain, and sleep. Most of the got about 41 degrees, anticipation 30%. Beaters, what a phrase of the day. A sunny and a marvelous Monday afternoon tech. Hey, Wednesday, have a good day with good positive. So, see you for a 4 o'clock report. Have a good day.